I'm in Canada! I flew all the way here to Canada to hunt down skincare, and I want you to join my journey. I traveled all the way here to Canada to hunt down some skincare, see what's going on in Canuck land with their beauty, and hunt down my skincare products because Selfless by Hyram just launched in Canada, and I'm so excited to find them. So come with me as I travel the country to see what skincare secrets Canada has to offer. Let's go! Oh my gosh, you guys, I landed in Canada, and let me tell you, this has been probably the worst arrival to a country that I've ever had. First of all of my technology decided to spontaneously combust. I haven't had any cell signal since I first got here, so I've been on the phone with support for like almost 3 hours now. My computer is not starting up, the Wi-Fi is not working, but to top it all off, on top of all of this, I all of a sudden have been made aware that my Facebook account got hacked, and some Trump supporter, extreme conservative, there are so many expletives I could use, but I will just say person, decided to hack my account, and they've been posting all this like pro-Trump super extremist rhetoric, and I am trying to like secure and lock down my account, and my phone's not letting me because I don't have service or signal and the Wi-Fi is not working. So it's safe to say that I'm having a bit of a panic attack right now. And so yeah, safe to say that my welcome to Canada has not been as pleasant as I would have hoped. And I really thought that I was going to be out shopping for skincare right now, but unfortunately that's going to have to wait until I can take down the right-wing party from my Facebook page and actually try and get some of my technology to work. So wish me luck. I'm really hoping I can figure this Facebook situation out because, my God.
Later.
Okay, it is like, I don't even know how many hours later. I finally got phone signal. I think I figured out the hacking situation. I might not have. I really don't know if there's a way to like resolve the issue, but I basically just privated my page until I can figure out what the hell is going on. Anyway, it is almost 10 p.m. and I didn't realize how much time has passed because look outside. What is up with Canada, yo? It looks like the middle of the day. And I've not eaten all day, so I'm famished. I was gonna go to a really cute restaurant today, but of course I missed it. So I'm gonna drive to one of the only places that is open this late. It looks like a really yummy pizza spot, and try to calm myself down from the abhorrent stress I've had the entire afternoon. I really have not had a great introduction to Canada. I gotta get my shit together tomorrow. Anyway, not the video intro I expected, but nonetheless, let's go eat some pizza. So basically a lot of my footage got deleted, but the next day I woke up early to start my skincare hunt, and the first stop, Marshalls! And I immediately found my skincare brand, Selfless by Hyram. They had all the products there for such a good price. If you're in Canada, you definitely need to stop by Marshalls to pick up some of your own and stock up on other skincare because their selection was amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys, great success! I got the skincare products, and I will admit I did buy a few of my own, you know, not only because I want to support my own brand, but also because I forgot a few of my products at home, and if I travel without Selfless, I immediately have a panic attack. I need it on me all motherfucking time. Plus I figured the extras I can just leave for the cleaners at the hotels that I'm staying at. Wow, I did not expect to find so much in my first store visit. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought I was gonna have to do a little bit more searching, but now I want to go to Winners because I've never been to a Winners before. I think they are only in Canada, but that could be my American ignorance talking. I really don't know, but I figure why not check it out and see what their skincare selection is, because I only got a few products. I wanna buy more to make a full routine that I can review for you guys. And I don't know, I saw a lot of like K-beauty and American skincare in this Marshalls, but I didn't necessarily find any products that seemed to be like uniquely Canadian, so maybe I'll be able to find some at Winners. I think it's like a 30-minute drive away, so let's get cracking. And great news, Winners had the entire Selfless range, so of course I bought some, along with a lot of Korean skincare products that I had to buy to review for y'all because it's me. What did you expect? And more of my footage got deleted, so anyway, I drove up into the mountains, and I'll explain what happened later. Whew. After a lot of driving, Well, not that much driving. It was only like an hour and a half. I made it to beautiful Banff. Honestly, it felt like a really long drive because it's like I'm in another world. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful up here. I am in one of the most beautiful hotel rooms I have ever stayed in my life, but I am so freaking tired. I did not get good sleep last night, and I think the low sleep quality is starting to take a toll on my body. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. Maybe I'll take a short nap. Who knows? But wow, even just the view from where I'm sitting, look at this. So gorgeous. I really want to come back like when it's snowing because the skier in me is looking at all these mountains and I want to ski all of them. But yeah, we'll see where today takes us. I just need a little bit of rest. Mama's tired.
Hey, just say, feels like a party every day. Step outside my own emotion, now let's begin to play.
Oh my god, it's so cold. I am in heaven right now. Look at how freaking beautiful this is. Is this even real? Chat, what kind of simulation is this? I fear I may have died and gone to some kind of afterlife because I know I'm not going to heaven. Yeah, I drove up yesterday, checked into my hotel, and then slept from 6 p.m. until 4 a.m. I'm spending my limited time in Canada right, I guess. I'm so excited because I have a bunch of plans to explore Canada's natural beauty today, but not to worry. I'm also going to hunt for some skincare because I really want to see what the Canadian Rockies has to offer and find some cool skincare ingredients that I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. Oh man, I could just sit out here for hours and enjoy the view, but it is so fucking cold. So there's a Canadian skincare brand called the Rocky Mountain Soap Factory, I think. Is that what it's called? Rocky Mountain Soap something. And apparently all the products are made here in Canada, I believe here in the Rockies, and they utilize different types of skincare ingredients that are found in these mountainous regions. There's a store location in Banff that I really want to check out, but I did not travel all the way to Banff just to find skincare because, oh my gosh, there are so many incredible scenic places I want to hit up, and I only have one day here, so I'm going to max it out. So today's going to be busy. It's 6 a.m. right now, so I have a full day ahead of me, and selfishly, I got to say, I hope it warms up a little bit because I don't know how much I can handle in this weather. Let's go exploring and see what skincare I find. Okay guys, so I'm hiking up to this lookout. It looks really beautiful and it's about like 7 kilometers in total. And my dumb ass was not thinking and thought, oh, I'll just wear my running shoes, I'm sure it's fine. Literally seeing so much snow up on the mountains, not knowing that I'm gonna have to hike through the snow. Obviously, I didn't bring snowshoes, I didn't bring spikes, I didn't bring a pole, but I did bring my tripod, and this helped me get through an avalanche that went over the trail and I was having to hike across ice. So shout out to my Loom Cube tripod. Sponsor me, please. Oh my gosh, look at this view. Unbelievable. This place is so freaking gorgeous. Whew. Update. The fear of this trail has been kicking my ass a little bit. I am dripping in sweat, and I think I really misjudged the distance because I'm already at 4 miles and I am not near the top, so I think it's a bit longer than I expected. Also, I am the only person on this trail. I have not passed a single other person, which I at least have my bear spray on me. But I love it. It's been amazing. I haven't looked at the view the entire time because I don't want to spoil it. I don't know if anyone else does that on hikes, but I definitely do. I'm used to 0 feet elevation. This is not made for my body. Okay, I'll see you guys at the top. 400 meters, almost there. Whew, I feel like I'm getting into the wild right now. By myself, no food, no water, just a yerba mate and Delulu, thinking that this wasn't going to be that hard. Whew. You guys, I made it, and look at this view. It literally looks like a filter. The blueness of this water, it does not look real. And literally guys, I'm the only person here. I don't know, I was the only one on the trail, and this cute little chipmunk that's been following me everywhere, I think it thinks I have snacks. Little doesn't know that I was not prepared. Also, you can't really see, but it is a straight drop, like 2,000 feet right there. So I'm keeping my distance. Just right here with my vertigo is good enough for me. Anyway, I'm gonna meditate and enjoy the view. Okay guys, I am headed back down, and please learn from my example. If you're going to be going on a hike that you think even is just short, a little walk in the park if you will, make sure you eat breakfast and pack some food, because I didn't either and I'm really starting to regret it. I'm like super shaky, and I don't know if it's because I'm hungry. Something made a sound. Okay, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. Anyway, I don't know if it's because I am hiking downhill, I haven't eaten, or I chugged an entire bottle of yerba mate in one go, but your girl is getting shaky and tired, and I checked how long it took to get up to the top of the mountain, and it was about 3 hours. So I am really hoping it's not gonna be the same going back down, because I'm gonna have to start. Anyway, I haven't seen any hikers yet, but I just might beg for food from the first one that I see if things keep going the way they're going. Anyway, yeah, don't be like me, be smart. After a gorgeous drive, I made it to downtown Banff and found the Rocky Mountain Soap Company. Initially, I was skeptical as to what they would have, but they had actual skincare products that weren't bar soap, and so I got to go shopping. Super nice store attendants, cute vibe, and their prices were actually pretty reasonable. And with that, my Canada skincare hunt was completed. Hello, bonjour. I am back from my trip to Canada, and I want to talk about it because, oh my god, was this such a special trip that I was not expecting to enjoy so much. And I have all the products that I bought during this trip to test out. So let's just jump into testing them and talk about the experience. Okay, so first up is from a brand that I'm super stoked to try that I kind of stumbled upon in my search for trying to find Canadian skincare, like actually made and produced in Canada. Because when I was shopping at the different stores, I found so many products from the US and a ton from Australia. Also, I met a lot of Australians in Canada. I don't really understand the connection. But when I was in the beautiful town of Banff, I stumbled across Rocky Mountain Soap Factory, who creates all their products in Canada. And the first product from them I'm going to be testing out is the Transformative Cleansing Oil. They had these like mini sizes, which I really appreciated. And honestly, for like how high quality the bottles are, they weren't that expensive. I was expecting to pay an arm and a leg, but let's test this out. There we go. So initially I was kind of skeptical when I came across the store because, you know, soap, kind of a red flag there, but they actually have like a range of like actual skincare products, not just bar soap, for sale. And here's the unfortunate thing when it comes to a lot of these like small skincare businesses, a lot of times all of their products are loaded with like essential oils, fragrances, and skin irritants, which is why as much as I want to support so many small businesses, I just can't because I can't stand by the ingredient list. And granted, a lot of the products from Rocky Mountain Soap Factory did have that philosophy, which is why I was able to buy only their cleansing products. But they do have like a pretty good range of cleansing products to choose from. Hence why I'm first using this cleansing oil. I mean, it feels very light, not super heavy on the skin. I really like it. I'm gonna go rinse this off and go in with the next cleansing products. Well, as lovely as that felt applying, I cannot say the same for taking it off. I feel like the oil is still on my face. I really didn't feel like it did a lot to actually remove anything. And this is one thing that I was worried about because looking at the ingredient list, there weren't any emulsifying or cleansing agents, which are really important to have in a cleansing oil in order to properly break up, you know, the sunscreen, makeup, or dirt that's on your face. And when I was talking to the sales representative at the store, she mentioned that you could also use it as a face oil. And a little red flag went up because I'm like, if you can use this as a leave-on face oil, then it's not really a cleansing oil. It's just oil. And feeling my skin right now, it definitely feels like oily and not a lot was removed. So I'm gonna go in with the next cleansing products, which I actually purchased 2 from the brand. One is their Complete Cream Cleanser, which just looks like a nice water-based cleanser that foams up on the skin and has ingredients like kaolin clay and rosehip, which I think will be really nice for my more oily skin, as well as Canadian Abyssinian oil. Whew, that was a hard one. So apparently the ingredient is extracted from Crambe Abyssinia, oh, I'm not gonna say it. You know what it is. Seeds. And it's really lightweight, non-greasy oil that nourishes the skin. I don't think I've ever tried it, let alone specifically Canadian sourced oil. So I'm excited to try this, but they also had another product which I thought was really unique and I don't see from many brands. It is their brightening face polish. Now I know, I'm very anti-scrub on this channel and I stand by that. However, this is an extremely fine powder that's made out of bamboo, and I've actually used bamboo scrubbing products in the past. It's very gentle. I feel like it's a much better scrub alternative than what we see a lot of here in the US. And not gonna lie, I got it because I wanted to use this bottle. I mean, how cute is it? I can think of so many uses for this. Tequila shooter, hello. So basically I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this polish with the cream cleanser formula to add like that satisfying scrubbing sensation to my skin without it being too harsh. Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll do a little bit of the cleanser. Ooh, it's like a nice cream. And then add a tiny bit of the polish. Okay, wet my face. Let's mix it together, see if it froths up at all. Okay, there's like a tiny bit of froth. Not much, but it's there. Oh, wow, this is so nice. There definitely is like a little bit of that scrub, but it's super gentle. They're really finely grained. I feel like I need to use more of the cleanser because I don't know, I don't feel like I used enough. Okay, I guess it really doesn't froth up. This is definitely a cream cleanser. Given that the oil didn't really come off and this isn't like a super watery cleanser, I am kind of worried that my skin is not going to be fully cleansed after this, but hey, I'm using 3 different products. It should work. The smell also isn't overpowering. Like I can definitely tell that they're using tea tree oil as well as some other essential oil, but it's not super strong like you find with a lot of like more natural organic type skincare brands. Okay, let's rinse off. Okay, you know what? I stand corrected. I actually feel like my skin is pretty cleansed. It was pretty easy to remove and my skin feels super soft. It was like a little tricky getting some of the polish off of my face, but it makes sense because it's so fine. My thoughts on these? I enjoyed them. I think I definitely will be using the cream cleanser and the polish again. I'm probably going to go through the whole polish because I want to use the bottle, but also because I really enjoyed it and like mixed it with some of my other cleansers. I don't think I'm going to continue using the Transformative Cleansing Oil because I don't know, I did not like it. But yeah, if you guys ever have the chance to go up to Banff, definitely check out Rocky Mountain Soap Factory. I really enjoyed kind of like the store experience as well as obviously the products that I just used. And I think they are really good price points, especially for as touristy as an area as Banff. Okay, so as much as I would have loved for this entire video to be filled with only Canadian skincare products, number one, if I use an entire face of brand new products, my skin is going to break out. I have learned this lesson far too many times and I'm finally putting my foot down. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I can only expose my skin to so much before it's just pushed to the edge and I don't want to play with fire. So I'm going to be going in with some of my normal skincare products that I've been using in my routine. But second, I really had a hard time finding Canadian skincare stores. Like I was looking for some in Calgary, but a lot of the ones that I was trying to find were closed down or had changed locations. It was just really confusing. And I feel like when it comes to a lot of Canadian skincare brands, they just ship direct to consumer. So I unfortunately was not able to find other Canadian skincare products. However, when I did some shopping at Marshall's and found my skincare brand, Selfless by Hyram, I did find some other cool products that I want to use in my routine. So without further ado, let's move on to the next step. The Selfless by Hyram Mandelic Acid and Rice Bran Gentle Exfoliating Serum, which you can find at Marshall's and Winter stores all across Canada. I absolutely love this one as my go-to exfoliating serum for just an immediate overnight glow boost that deeply exfoliates my skin and helps to prevent dark spots and hyperpigmentation from forming. I religiously use it like 3 to 4 times a week. Definitely the most underrated product from my brand. So by now I bet you guys are wondering, what was Canada like? How was the experience? Is it someplace that I should add to my bucket list? And in short, yes. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I was so blown away by the natural beauty that is in Canada. In total, I was only there for like 3 days, but I probably spent like 15 hours driving and loved every second of it. It was just so beautiful. And honestly, the closest place I can draw a comparison to is Iceland. I feel like Iceland and Canadian beauty just both exceeded my expectations and are very similar to each other in the way that they're just absolutely jaw-dropping. And honestly, I could have spent a lot longer there. I did have to keep the trip short, but I wanted to stay longer because it was so beautiful. But also, hotels in the Canadian Rockies are expensive, so it was good for me to keep it short and sweet. I am so sad that I'm not able to share more with you guys from my trip because unfortunately, around 200 pictures and videos that I took during my time there were deleted. And anyone in my life knows that the thing that makes me the most angry, like rage, is when my videos get deleted. But yeah, I was really upset that so many of my videos were deleted. But yeah, just absolutely incredible, gorgeous. Canada blew me away. Okay, so next up I'm going to be going in with a new product, and it is from Korea, from the brand Mixsoon, and they have a Centella Asiatica essence. I've used their bean essence, which is great, but I have not used this one yet. So I'm hoping this adds a nice splash of hydration and soothing power to my skin. One of my favorite things about Canada is how, number one, friendly people are. Like, everyone was so nice, but also number two, how diverse it is. When I was like going around seeing all the different people who were there, I was like, this is what America was supposed to be, and we've just lost the plot along the way. There's people from all around the world who live and work there, which I thought was just awesome and way more diverse than what I've really ever been able to see in any American cities. I mean, maybe New York, but that's about it. I was so impressed with the diversity and how friendly everyone was. And I think it's a really good example of just like how much immigration and actually embracing immigrants can serve to really improve the state of the country and just inspire so much kindness and understanding between people, because wow, everyone was just so lovely. And it was kind of a nice break from the last country that I visited, which people were not nice at all. And stay tuned to see where. But yeah, loved that aspect of Canada too. Okay, I have to say this essence, I don't know if I use too much, but it is really greasy and really oily. I am just looking fully greased up right now. I keep trying to like rub it into my skin, but it's like not really sinking in. It definitely feels more so like an oil. So I don't know if I necessarily recommend this essence. I've used many other essences that are super lightweight and fast absorbing into the skin, which is what I thought this was going to be. But yeah, unless you have like really dry skin, I would say maybe stick to other essences from other Korean brands like the Madagascar Centella essence I love. Okay, next up I'm going to be using a lifesaver for me for the past I don't know how many months. The Peter Thomas Roth Potency Eye Serum. I've talked about this in so many videos, how it's like the only eye cream that actually works to brighten my under eyes. Anyway, I want to talk about the rest of my Canada trip because I actually switched plans halfway through. I was basically supposed to stay in a small village towards Calgary for the last night of my stay, but I got so caught up in driving through all the beautiful waterfalls and just scenic views and glaciers and everything. It was just, oh my God, so beautiful the entire drive. I basically realized that I had driven for 5 hours in the opposite direction. And if I was going to be driving back that night, I probably would have fallen asleep at the wheel because mind you, this was after I did the 9-mile hike that you guys saw. It was so worth it. Great hike, but my body was absolutely shot. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I have another 5 hours of driving in the dark to handle. So I instead decided to drive up to Jasper, this like beautiful town that I've heard about. I mean, it's been like in movies and TV shows. So I was like, you know what? I'll just stay there, book a hotel there and call it good. And honestly, it was such a jarring experience going into Jasper because I've been driving for like 5 hours through the most gorgeous scenery with just trees as far as the eye can see, gorgeous greenery, to all of a sudden come to a wall of just dead, burnt trees because I was unaware that last year, Jasper experienced like a horrifyingly destructive fire. It wiped out, I think, like a fourth of the buildings in Jasper. Don't quote me on that, but it was a really, really bad fire. And driving into the town was really surreal because you saw so many buildings that were being reconstructed after being destroyed in the fire, you know, just dead trees everywhere. And it made me so sad to see. Okay, sorry, skincare break. I'm going to be going in next with a new Korean skincare product that I have not tried. It is, I don't know the brand because it's in Korea, but it's called the Ginseng Peptide Cream, which I'm a huge fan of ginseng. And I feel like this will be a really nice overnight moisturizer. So I'm going to be going in with this. It's kind of like a lightweight gel. That looks lovely. And then I'm going to be following up with another product that I bought at Rocky Mountain Soap Factory. I bought a rose quartz gua sha. It's mostly because I lost my old gua sha. I don't know where it went and I haven't gua sha'd in a while. So I'm going to use both of these together. So immediately upon arriving in Jasper, I automatically just kind of like felt bad and guilty that I was there because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is clearly a town that has suffered a lot of damage from the fires. Maybe I shouldn't be here. But when I was going out to dinner that night, I was sitting outside a restaurant and I saw this one car like stop right in front of me and then circle around like 3 times. And I wasn't sure if they were like staring at me or what was going on. But basically it ended up being a few of you guys, my subscribers, which was so amazing to see. And we got to talking and they were kind of shedding light on the whole situation situation with the really destructive fire that I really didn't know anything about. And they were also expressing gratitude that, you know, I was there, because they were talking about how like tourism is really needed in order to like financially support the families that are in that area and support reconstruction costs. So it was really cool to like hear it from them and talk to them. And I felt so bad because I believe one of the girls that I met had lost her home in a fire, which was just so awful. I can't imagine just like how traumatizing and horrifying that would be. It's so sad, but so encouraging to see the town, you know, being rebuilt and back open to tourism and everything. But as I was driving through all the nature, it just really got me thinking about like the contrast between the hundreds of miles of beautiful untouched nature that I was seeing, only to then, you know, see how much destruction a singular wildfire could cause. And even while driving, I was seeing, you know, animals on the side of the road that had like burn patches on them. It just absolutely broke my heart. And I think it was a really good reminder for me of just like how critical it is that we prioritize the environment with everything that we do. Nothing really opens your eyes to the impact that humans alone can have on every species of plant and animal out there until you see the destructiveness of a singular wildfire that is, you know, caused or aggravated by climate change. And driving through that environment just was such an important reminder to me of like, damn, we really need to prioritize climate change and protecting our earth as much as possible, because nothing is more sad than just seeing how beautiful the earth is. What am I doing with my gua sha? I'm like, there's been no method to this. You know, seeing how beautiful the earth is, how much she gives to us, and just everything that we access on the earth for completely free. And then just to see how destructive we are in response. And I feel like this Canada trip was definitely a reminder for me. And, you know, I want to talk about it on here because I will never stop talking about the importance of climate change and how literally it is the biggest issue of our time, because we can't focus on things like politics, human rights, war, if we're facing an extinction. You know, it just, all other issues pale in comparison to it, which is why I'm so passionate about it. And yeah, I don't know, you know, but I will say, if you do get a chance to visit Jasper, it's such a cute town. It definitely like gave me like Mountain Escape vibes. Everyone who I met there was so friendly, so nice. I tried looking for a skincare store. I wasn't able to find one, so I did my best. I tried all. Honestly, I have nothing but positive things to say about Canada. And if you ever get the chance to go to Calgary, and specifically, you know, the Canadian Rockies and Banff and Jasper, do it. It is so worth it. Wow, it's just such an incredible country that I definitely want to explore more of in the future. Okay, for my last trick, I'm going to be going in with a lip balm, and I recently got sent the Personal Day lip balm. They just released it, and I gotta say, this is one of the most impressive lip balms I've come across in years. It actually does an amazing job of like moisturizing my lips for longer than 30 minutes. I've only had to use this like a few times a day, and honestly it really compares to like the quality of a formula like the Tatcha Kissu lip balm or other lip masks I use. I was really impressed and did not expect to like it, because let me tell you, if there's one product I tried more of than anything else, it's lip balms, and 99% of the time they let me down, but this one is so freaking good. Highly recommend. Okay guys, well, my skin is looking a lot greasier than I anticipated, but overall I have to say I enjoyed this routine. I liked the products that I got from Rocky Mountain Soap Factory. I don't know about the Korean skincare products that I used, because this is just not usually how I like my skin to be feeling, but I'm about to go to bed. Who knows? Maybe I'll wake up with new, refreshed skin in the morning. I hope you guys enjoyed this journey of me going to Canada and hunting for skincare, as well as experiencing the incredible nature that the country has to offer. If you ever get the chance to visit, I highly recommend. And of course, I would love it if you commented down below where I should visit next. This is like my favorite series that I do on this channel. I absolutely love being able to travel to different places and find what skincare secrets and products that they have. And I've traveled to so many so far, so if you want to check out those videos of when I went to the Philippines or Turkey or Iceland, I'll have them linked down below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.